Introduce us a couple of players at the bottom right hand side. It's going to be our blue Protoss from Team Spacecraft. It is going to be the Taiwanese player Nice. Opening up with the double gas, one base Protoss play, proxying that Stargate out over here. I like this little position because it's not kind of immediately like in the proxy locations you usually check as a Terran. So it's kind of a little bit hidden. It's not really that much closer to his opponent's base, but you're so close anyways. I like this. I mean, you can't actually really proxy on this map much closer than this unless you literally build it over on your opponent's side of the map. So I actually kind of like this. It's kind of in your base, but hidden and so hard for the Terran to find. As we have to the bottom left, the Terran player, of course. The one, the only, ByuN. He's kicking things off with double racks opening into the factory as well. Second gas now on the way up. So looking to get a lot of kind of marine production going early. ByuN early on has not scouted at all. So he has absolutely no idea what he is playing against. He's got no clue at all what's happening right now. And so we are just going to be seeing the command center just finishing up to the north side in the natural. This command center just going to be finishing up, and we are going to be seeing these, well, this first oracle on the way. He's actually already queued up a second oracle. He doesn't need the rest of the money for anything else. He's just going to go 2 oracles, no problem at all, and he's just going to go for it. Now, one of the interesting things we could see is we could see a kind of situation here where we have maybe a kind of the Protoss player waiting for both oracles, so that when he hits, it's going to be with both oracles at the same time, and really kind of looking to get some damage done with that right from the get-go. So let's see how this is going to go. I've just lost sound in one of the ears of my headphones, which is never promising, is it? Oh, we're back. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so Stalker comes back in and comes in for the first time. Gonna try and, pull these Marines out of position, maybe get some damage onto them so those 2 Oracles can trade very well against them. It takes a little bit of damage on that Stalker, though, so it doesn't get too much done. But there's them 2 Oracles moving forwards, and of course it's Nice. So guess what? He's going to make more than just 2 Oracles. He's going to keep on going. Third Oracle is on the way up, as we're going to see these Oracles coming on in. Well, they're going to start trading against these Marines, and ByuN doesn't kill off a single Oracle, as now his SCV line is going to be in a little bit of trouble with him. I like the burrowing position on this. One Oracle goes down. The other Oracle has actually taken a bit of damage already. He's running out of energy, and, well, to be fair, in the end, Nice is only really going to kill off Marines, which is not so bad for ByuN. Unless there's kind of a big kind of follow-up attack to this, which there isn't really. There's no real kind of gateways or anything, so without kind of a big follow-up attack, there isn't much that, Nice can do to kind of follow this up. So ByuN actually ends up in not so bad a position. He's got the Marines left over to kind of defend the next Oracle as well. And that is going to be a very, it wasn't a clean defense by any stretch of the imagination. It wasn't an easy defense, but in a lot of ways, he just sort of killed an Oracle, lost some Marines, and boom, he's completely fine. So ByuN sort of holds on here without really taking any damage. There's the follow-up, though. 5 extra gateways being built. That takes us up to 6 in total. With the Warp Prism as well to jump on in towards that main base. We have seen a Phoenix coming out as we see the drop coming across the map, though. And actually, this is kind of troubling as well, because there is not a Mothership core just yet. It's about to finish here in the main base. And it comes out, is immediately going to be targeted. As we can see, ByuN just loads up, goes towards the natural, and well, Nice is in a lot of trouble here. His warp gates aren't ready just yet. There's no pylon on this natural expansion either. And so this Medevac and Marine combo is going to do so much damage over here. He lifts up, he's going to unload behind the minerals now, where the Marines are going to be a little bit more choked up, so the probes can't do as much damage. That first Phoenix is taking a lot of damage too. The Oracles come on in, they will be able to clean this up, and man, that was pretty decent by ByuN. He kills off a few workers here, and again, he's keeping his opponent distracted, and he obviously now scouts as well this huge warping, huge gateway all in that's coming his way. But guess what? ByuN is so ready for this. He pulls his Liberator back home to use defensively. He's got Stim Pack finished, Combat Shields and +1 is on the way. His Medevacs are coming out. He's got a reactor ready to build even more Medevacs. He's got 2 racks of production that he's continuing to produce with. I love ByuN's position. He comes right on in, and oh, the Warp Prism, Warp Siege is up. Doesn't even use the Stim. That's how calm and collected he is. Great decision not to use the Stim, of course. That'd just be wasting energy on the Medevacs. Kills off the Warp Prism, and that right there is basically the end of Nice's attack. He's actually going to try and take a third base from this, but you take a third base off of Stargate, Oracle Tech, and Gateways, probably isn't going to be the best of games for you. You actually see a Void Ray being added on right now, which is, well, far from ideal as well. As this Void, what does a Void Ray really do against this army? Not really a lot. Void Ray is one of these things where maybe if the Terran player's kind of being pushed back, beaten and battered, and it's a very slow, kind of scrappy game, maybe the Void Ray can actually help quite a bit against maybe the Medevacs or Liberator or kind of, Marauders, but with just kind of a lot of Marines coming out right here from ByuN, I don't see that Void Ray doing much at all. We're going to see the single Oracle coming in with full revelation again, just try and keep track of where that army is at all times, which is nice. Means he can, Nice can be, prepared in position against, against his opponent whenever anything happens. We're going to see, and these Oracles just looking around, looking to see what's going on, what's happening. Second Void Ray on the way up, as we're going to see. Twilight Council is just about 25-30% of the way done. Third Nex is about to finish as well. ByuN no intention of going to third base just yet. He's up to 5 racks. He's looking to be very aggressive over the next few moments here, and you can blame him. He's already in a very good start to this game. I think he defended the first aggression very well. He did a lot of damage after. To just be able to apply a lot of damage again and again is really going to help him out. As we're going to see these Adepts going to move away from those couple of Widow Mines just there. Marines already simming back though, and they're going to be able to come in and clean up the majority of these. We're going to see Widow Mine actually cleans up a couple of those, and those Adepts going to go down as well. They get dealt with very easily as ByuN continues to come across the map. And, just comes in, already hits kills off on these Oracles, which drops a Revelation. These Adepts just aren't going to do enough. There's the Void Rays. Are they going to be able to add enough into this fight? Well, ByuN seems to think so. He backs away for now. As we see him just sort of back and forth. We see him reinforcing now as well. Can he get enough across here to really push on into this army and take this trade? We're going to see these Oracles coming forwards once again. Going to pop that Pulsar Beam just to try and get a little bit extra DPS going, but these Adepts are starting to fall so quickly, and now ByuN, I think, realizes he just has enough. The Void Rays aren't going to do anything here, and Nice is just going to have to tap out of this game. Number one, ByuN, you're going to take it in convincing manner. A bit more of a one-sided game than what we were seeing in the previous series between Creator and Time. ByuN with a very convincing hold. Yeah, I like playing on Frozen Temple, actually. In fact, I like a lot of the map pool right now. It's a little bit Terran biased. I think a lot of the positions, spawning locations on Frost can be very good for a Terran player. Kingstage Station is basically Terran Station. The map pool for Terran is actually very, very nice right now in comparison to recent times. So, yeah, I'm liking the map pool. Feels good to actually have maps that you don't have to veto every single one of. I think right now I only veto Elrena. There's probably something else I veto as well. I think I veto Elrena and Invader. But still, being able to play 5 maps, it's like a miracle. It's like a dream come true. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Again, guys, how are we doing in the chat? How are we feeling today? Hope we're all doing good as we get into game number 2 of this best of 3. To the top left-hand side from Team of Spacecraft is going to be our Blue Pros player. It is nice. And to the bottom right, our Red Terran player. Let's hear, guys, if you're cheering on ByuN. As we go into this TvP best of 3. Couple of gateways on the way down from Nice to kick things off is already something for us to talk about. We talked about maybe ByuN's going to be aggressive here, but he's not. He's looking for a very standard Reaper Expand. Well, it's going to be Nice looking to apply a lot of pressure very early in this game. Very interesting to see how ByuN responds to this. I actually played against, obviously, not as good as ByuN or Nice, but I played against a kind of something like this yesterday where the guy opened 2 gates and then added on an extra gate and was very aggressive. And I don't know whether it's... I don't know what the best decision is. ByuN doesn't scout early, so he's going to take the low ground expansion. As we're going to see this Marine coming out, going to chase this probe. Doesn't quite get the kill because the probe got a little bit of a head start on the Marine. React on the way down, second racks again, same build as the last game so far. ByuN actually pulls out of gas completely here with 1 worker left in. Probably means we're going to see a 3 racks opening and a lot of bio-based pressure coming in early in the game. Actually pulls out of gas completely now, so I'm intrigued to see where this is going to go. Probably, almost definitely a 3rd barracks. And against this 2 gateway opening, well, that could be very successful, although I'd love to see ByuN maybe with a bunker or something right now. Because he doesn't know what he's playing against. Factory actually comes in, so actually just go back into gas mining, adds on the 2nd gas, so interesting. Interesting indeed. So obviously just feels as though he doesn't want that much gas. I wonder what the opening is going to be then. I wonder if he did this last time, I just didn't see. It's kind of interesting as we see this probe just going to be backing down towards the bottom side. A couple of Stalkers starting to move out onto the map as well. I'm just going to be having a little bit of a look to see what's going on and what is happening. There's that Robo Facility as a follow-up from Nice. They're probably going to look for extra gateways and a Warp Prism kind of all in the very near future. As that Robo just going to be come up to being about halfway done. As these Stalkers just going forward. Some Marines just going to sit just near this wall. So Marines just sat near this wall, and again, the Stalker's not going to push in just yet. Just not feeling like they want to get up to anything. I love what ByuN's doing, just sat on top of his ramp, not rushing into anything he doesn't have to rush into. There's that pylon coming down, getting ready for the Mothership Core aggression, but Probe gets targeted. Love it. Targeting the probe instead of going straight for the pylon means that no other pylons can come up. And we're going to see these Stalkers now being traded with these Marines, which isn't going to be very easy. There's so many Marines now with Widowmine coming out as well. Looking very, very good as we're going to see the Marines just coming down this ramp. And again, looking to just keep those Stalkers pushed away from the base right now. So the Marines continue to push forwards and actually going to chase this Mothership core. But 2 more Stalkers. I don't like this trade for ByuN anymore. I think he needs to be a bit more careful. Oh, he's going to go for this. He's going to go for the Mothership core. He's going to get it. He's killed off a Stalker too. Time Wolf got used at the end. Widowmine pulling forwards as well. Oh, I love that. Actually pulling the Widowmine back towards the ramp. Gets another Stalker. Only ByuN can somewhat make this work. Walking down a ramp into like 4 Stalkers and Mothership core. Manages to trade for 2 Stalkers and the Mothership core as well. Like, what on earth? Like, anyone else tries to do this, we're just like, what on earth you did? The Stalkers survive. Everything dies for the Terror and then you lose the game. Really crazy. Alright, so we're going to see this bunker. Just going to be setting up towards the natural expansion. So only just setting up towards the natural. Do see that Warp Prism coming in. I mean, again, it was them extra gateways and the Robo. So 4 gate Warp Prism play coming in to follow up here. So we're going to see these extra Stalkers being warped in right now. We're just going to be seeing this Warp Prism just looking as though it's probably going to be trying to come in towards the main base. I like this. I mean, you can kind of elevate these Stalkers up. You can fight from the low ground here as well. The Widowmine right now not in a position to actually help out. As the Stalkers, some good micro. He's actually pulled a few away to the side, whether that was intentional or not, or mistake, I'm not too sure. So far, good micro though from Nice to try and make the most of this. Widowmine definitely would not go amiss. We see a single Adept warping in. Actually splashes onto a Stalker, so some good damage being done. As we're going to see the Warp Prism being targeted. Warp Prism goes down. Now there's no way out for these Stalkers, and Medvac continuing to heal these Marines up. The tank here and a lot of damage as well. Nice little bit of micro. ByuN, look at that, picking up the damaged Marines, not letting them die. And now we're going to see these units will just be stuck on the low ground, and Nice is going to be in a lot of trouble. His attack has not worked out. He has to build another Warp Prism, but ByuN has a siege tank. He's got more units continuing to come out. Is that Stim finishing? Yes, it is. This just gets worse for Nice. It doesn't get any better for him here, and ByuN is once again held off the aggressive play of Nice, and he's going to just follow up in a, being in a position which he's going to be very difficult to lose from. We're just going to be seeing these Stalkers being pushed away again. Oh, I love it. The lift up on the units, and they're just going to start dropping forwards. The medevac gets so low, but it doesn't go down. ByuN catches those units there with that little bit of a drop play. GG. ByuN advances to play in tomorrow's quarter.